In today's video, we're going over the top 5 Town Hall 14 armies that you can use in CWL, in Legends, in regular wars to get you the most 3 stars, the most consistent 3 stars. So get your notepad ready, get your drinks ready. We're going to showcase exactly how to break these attacks down, how you can utilize them absolutely perfectly, and let's dive right in. This is the army composition for the first attack strategy. It is going to be CWL. So for this one, you need 1 golem, 1 ice golem, 3 headhunters, 2 lava hounds, 2 super wall breakers, 25 balloons, some cleanup minions, a couple of wall breakers, and the rest is up to you. For your spells, you want 2 rage, 1 poison, 4 hair spells, and 2 freeze. And in your clan castle, you need the log launcher, 2 yetis, and then everything else is up to your choice, but take 3 totem spells as well. For the archer queen, you want the unicorn, the magic mirror, and the action figure. For the barbarian king, you want the yak, you want earthquake boots, and spiky ball. For the grand warden, you want the electro owl, eternal tome, and red gem. And then for the royal champion, you want lassie, rocket spear, and electro boots. Let's jump into this first attack. So here we go, guys. As you can see, we have a anti 3-star base set up right here. So what we're going to do nice and early, just to make sure that we have everything set up, we send the king on the outside, a baby dragon to funnel one side, an ice golem to tank for the log launcher and the queen. Now we also have a regular golem that's going to come into that compartment as well. And most likely we want our queen to go in towards this eagle artillery, especially with CWL. You want to take down the eagle and at least take down a scatter shot. That's why we're sending our king over and wall breaking him into this scatter compartment, because he funneled and then he can go in. The royal champion can help assist. We have our headhunters that are going to come in and take down the other hero to help our royal champion and our king push through. Now another amazing thing on why you should use a log launcher, it opens up accessibility to the whole court, allowing the queen to pick off both multi-infernos with assistance to the royal champion that can pick off one. And look at the value that you can get with a Sui at Town Hall 14. It's absolutely crazy. We're at 56% and we haven't even started our lalo yet. Now look at this, man. We only have what? The Town Hall, 1 scatter, 1 wizard tower right here, and then these 2 wizard towers that can realistically do any damage to our troops. But the queen is still alive. She's going to be able to potentially pick off another expo and an AD, which is going to work really well. We do find a tornado early on with the lava hound, which is completely fine. But again, you want to make sure with your balloons right here, of course, the warden getting stuck on the king is not ideal, but it's not going to be the end of the world. And again, you want to make sure, can you see these defenses on the outside? You want to snipe them off with the balloons, and then you want to use a couple of balloons on the back end to kind of distract this scatter. But again, because the Sui was so strong, you don't need to worry, man. It's absolutely crushed. And this is a 3-star. We can swag spells. Bro, the Sui was 56% with just the heroes. This is how crazy this army is. We got 4 more attacks. Let's jump into them. The second army of this video is going to be the Fireball Super Witches. Now for this attack composition, you're going to need 5 healers, 4 Super Witches, 2 Super Wall Breakers, 2 Headhunters, 4 Coco Loons, and the rest is up to you for cleanup as well. Maybe take a baby dragon for a bit of a funnel. For the spells, you want 4 Invis, 2 Earthquake, 1 Rage, 1 Jump, and 1 Freeze. The clan castle troops is 3 super minions, 1 rocket loon, definitely take a siege barrack, 2 totems, and 1 poison. For the grand warden is electro owl, fireball, and red gem. For the barbarian king it's yak, snake bracelet, and spiky ball. For the archer queen it's unicorn, giant arrow, and action figure. And for the royal champion it's lassie, electro boots, and rocket spear. So looking at this base right here, you have got some decent fireball value, but as of right now, from the warden being deployed at the 6 o'clock side, the multi-target Inferno is the best fireball value because it's quick and it's cheap. And with the Super Witches, you want to get your fireball off as quickly as possible, because you want to make sure that you don't end up time failing, as the fireball does end up using that time fail quite often. So right here, the 3 invises that were used, and now we're going to use our Super Witches to pull the warden in towards this arch tower compartment. So we want our Super Witches to go into this eagle artillery right here. We're going to start the heroes, the king, and the queen with the siege barracks over at the 9 o'clock side. The king is going to create a really nice funnel. And because we have got those super wall breakers, it opened up all the way to the eagle artillery. And once this arch tower goes down, the big boys are going to spend their way all the way in towards this eagle, which is going to be really nice. Another key thing you need to realize is we send the Royal Champion in for this multi-target Inferno because the Archer Queen or the Barbarian King cannot reach it, especially like over the wall. So sending that Royal Champion in there is absolutely perfect as it allows you to take down that multi. So just to be safe, you're not getting your healers burnt by the multi-Infernos, or it's not doing chip damage away at your troops. Now, a jump spell over that clan castles opens up to the town hall. A perfect freeze spell, you want to make sure you keep those single Infernos frozen because they will do a lot of damage since you only have 4 super witches, and once they get locked on to by those single Infernos, they're basically dead unless you can get that invis down or maybe that freeze spell as well. But here we did have a spare invisibility spell, so we end up using it for the Royal Champion, and honestly it's really just that simple. Warden with the fireball one side, King and Queen on the other, Royal Champion to support the heroes, Super Witches down the middle, and this is going to get you that 3-star that you won at Town Hall 14, so make sure you use it and let's keep on going. The third army right here, guys, and this is honestly one of my favorites, it's Dragbat. So again, for this army composition, you want 12 dragons, 8 balloons, a couple of cleanup troops, and then for your spells, 1 rage, 3 freeze, and 6 part spells. Absolutely simple. For your clan castle, it's very simple again. 3 minions, a rocket loon, 2 totems and a poison, and then you want to take a siege barracks, or depending on the base, you can kind of sometimes turn the CC around where you can take yetis with another rage, and then you take a blimp to take out a town hall that you're scared that you won't get. Now with the queen, you want unicorn, a giant arrow, an action figure. With the barbarian king, it's yak, earthquake boots, and spiky ball. With the Grand Warden, it's Electro Owl, Eternal Tome, and Raid Gem. And then with the Royal Champion, it's Lassie, Rocket Spear, and Electro Boots. Let's jump right into this attack. So again, you want to deploy your queen at 6 o'clock with the siege barracks for this specific army composition. You want to send your king over at the 9 o'clock side. The main thing for this giant arrow was to take out the sweeper over here so that it doesn't interfere with any of your dragons. And now you push the dragons in between the king and the queen. You have got your Royal Champion, but you're going to save her for a little bit later on, most likely for the back end for like a scatter or a multi-inferno. You have got a raid spell that you can use for your dragons whenever, using those totems right here to tank for the initial damage. Poison on that CC is very crucial. Here comes that warden ability, because we know that we're going to be able to pick off this town hall with these dragons with the way that we set off our funnel, which is absolutely amazing right here. And then the Royal Champion on this occasion was deployed over at this 3 o'clock side to help reinforce and take down this scattershot compartment as well as the enemy archer queen. Now the main reason we did this is because now we can start our bats on the Eagle Artillery, and they will go to the Expo, and then they'll go up to that multi-inferno. And because we have 2 more free spells left, the multi-inferno will not cause any issues for us. There we have it. The first freeze goes on top of that multi-inferno. Down it goes. Now you want to be a little bit careful when deploying your bats. You don't want to deploy them directly on top of your dragons, because if the dragons find a red air bomb, all your bats are going to go down. But guys, look man, this is absolutely smashed. Dragbat is honestly so meta at Town Hall 14, it's crazy. We're at army composition number 4 right here, guys, and it is E-Drags. It is honestly a staple for Clash of Clans, and it's so strong. So you want 8 E-Dragons, 8 balloons, and then a baby drag, and then a couple of cleanup troops. For your spells, it's 3 rages, 3 freezes, and 2 skellies. And in your clan castle, you want those super minions, a rocket loon, an archer, a siege barracks, 2 totem spells, and a poison. On your Archer Queen, it's the Unicorn, Giant Arrow, and Action Figure. On the Barbarian King, it's the Yak, the Earthquake Boots, and the Spiky Ball. On the Warden, it's Electro Owl, Eternal Tome, and Red Gem. And on the Royal Champion, of course, it's Lassie, Rocket Spear, and Electro Boots. Hey guys, if you made it this far into the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Make sure to use code BLUE in game, as it helps us provide the best possible videos for you guys. But let's jump into this attack. It's very similar to how we've been seeing regular dragons be used. So use the queen and the siege barracks on one side, use the giant arrow to try to snipe off an air sweeper on an air defense, the king on the other side, and then the E-Dragons directly in between. Because the king and the queen are going to be setting up that funnel for your E-Dragons to push on through the base in towards this town hall. You could also do this on the opposite side, the 6 o'clock side, into the Eagle Artillery. But early Grand Warden ability, we drop the 2 rage spells right here to push our E-Dragons into the base right there, which is absolutely fantastic. And it's going to absolutely shred bases like this. We use a totem, we try to tank for that Minion Prince. Unfortunately, Minion Prince had a few ideas of his own, so it's not the end of the world. We're using a baby dragon on the outside just to clear out some trash defenses, and here comes that Royal Champion. Okay, so you're going to wonder why the Royal Champion was deployed over here and not over at this bottom side. Basically, the main reason is we have the King over here, so the Royal Champion can pick off this AD, this Scatter, and this Expo. And the Queen on this side will be able to pick off this Air Defense, help with that Expo. So we already have reinforcement over on the left-hand side, but the King will need a little bit of additional help because of that Queen and everything like that. And we had a freeze left over, and we knew our E-Dragons were pathing towards this Eagle Artillery. So you don't need to send the Royal Champion there. And again, guys, look, it's absolutely smashed. You're the Town Hall 14. These are the attack strategies that you have got to be using if you want to get those 3 stars and show off to your clanmates that you're better than them. The final army of the video, and okay, I'm not going to lie, I said Dragbat was one of my favorites, but this is also one of my favorites. And it is the Sui Mass Hogs. And oh my god, you're going to love this one. It's going to come with the RC charge, but you're going to love it. 40 Hogs, 4 Headhunters, 1 Ice Golem, 1 Wall Breaker, and the rest is cleanup. You need those Rizzers for the cleanup for the Hogs, so make sure you take some. For the spells, 2 heals, 6 invis, and a poison. And your clan castle, again, siege barracks, 3 super minions, 1 rocket loon. And you need a recall spell. Make sure you take one. And a totem. For your queen, unicorn, giant arrow action figure. For the barbarian king, it's yak, earthquake boots, and spiky ball. For the grand warden, it's electro owl, it's eternal tome, and life gem. And then for the Royal Champion, it's Lassie, Electro Boots, and also Rocket Spear. So here we have it, the final attack of the video. Now, straight away, you're going to deploy your Lassie, you're going to pop her ability. And you're going to say, why are we popping this ability so early? It's so that we can pick off this Eagle Artillery and also have the ability to get both of these 2 expos. And because why we do this is we don't have a Fox at Town Hall 14, we only have the Lassie. So we want to use those rocket spears early on. We want to get as much value as we can, setting off the funnel for the Hogs, also setting up the Sui for the regular heroes right here. And we have got also the Sui portion of the attack that is going to be coming on in. So getting all of this damage reduced with your Royal Champion is absolutely perfect. Look at the value that she got. Here comes the Queen over at the 6 o'clock side. The King as well is coming on in from the 6. Hogs are going to be deployed over at this around about 8 o'clock side. Now the main reason is the Hogs, they're going to come into these 2 defenses. They're going to go into the cannon, and they're going to push directly down into the town hall, and then here everything's going to split up, but it's going to be completely fine. Just you wait and see right here. The King is going to go all the way up to the top side. He's going to clear everything on the outside. We do need a headhunter to help, but it's going to be fine. Here come those Hogs. They're going to be able to take down this town hall, and now you're going to see that warden ability to keep them alive through all of that, which is going to be absolutely perfect. Of course, the life gem is going to give them more HP, which is fantastic. We saved a couple of Hogs just to take out some of these exterior defenses, which is completely fine. We're using our heal spells very nicely over bomb towers as soon as we see giant bombs, which is very, very key, because bomb towers and giant bombs are the bane of your existence when it comes to Hogs. So you want to use those heal spells perfectly right here. We didn't have any more free spells remaining, but do they just overpower everything? And again, it is phenomenal. So remember guys, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully you use these armies. If you do, let us know down in the description below. And we'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, take care, have an amazing day, and bye.